Thank you for stopping by the Myrita Minutes. To anyone that's new here, welcome. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my journey. What's going down, y'all? Well, I've been perusing the YouTube streets, and it's not really much going on. I'm tired of Diddy, so I got to take a break from Diddy, okay? And anything related to Diddy, because Diddy's case seems to have legs. And this person over here, this person over here, everybody got something to do with Diddy. Although the New York mayor did go down today. Anyway, not go down, but he's been indicted. I don't see where anywhere in the indictment where it relates to Diddy, but people are relating it to Diddy. I don't know. He was taking money from Turkish uh people. So I mean, you know, I don't know. Anywho, I don't think Diddy got nothing to do with that, but somebody will find a connection some type of way. But I want to talk about T.S. Madison. I also want to talk about Blaque Chyna. And I want to talk about Naomi Campbell just to get a change of pace. Because, like I said, I'm tired of the Diddy stuff for now. I'll come back to Diddy a little later when there's something there. I don't care. The last thing that came out, somebody else filed a lawsuit against him. And this particular time, and I hope she has proof, but um, supposedly whatever he did to her, he videotaped it and tried to sell it for profit, allegedly. So we'll see. Hope she gets with justice if that indeed happened, because that's crazy. But let's start with TS. Yes, y'all. TS is engaged. She's engaged to this guy. He works for her. I remember his name is G. He goes by G. I didn't know he was supposed to be her personal trainer. I thought he did something with whatever they do at her mom's house, because that's where her studio is. And I remember him coming on camera one time, her and the guy that she's usually up there with, I can't remember his name, one who writes the books. He's from Baltimore, or his people are from Baltimore or something. Anyway, um, G had came up and they were talking about straight men and how T.S. Madison says she wants a straight man. She doesn't want anybody that's gay, which I found crazy. She said she didn't want anybody that wanted the same thing she wanted. So anyway, so I guess G was it. I thought he was straight. He made it seem like, you know, I mean, I think he has a child or two, but they made it seem like he was straight, but it wasn't anything. But I could tell that TS liked him. I could tell because she was like, child, like flirting with him a little bit. But anyway, the article says, congratulations are in order to T.S. Madison, the popular Instagram influencer who's engaged to her former personal trainer known as G. G is now Madison's bodyguard as well as future husband. According to sources, they are engaged to be married after dating for 2 years. So they were dating for 2 years. So when I saw that, when was that? Was that last year when I saw her do that? I don't know. Maybe earlier this year. Anyway, G was a single dad before meeting Maddie, who changed his life. Madison began posting photos of G on his Instagram page to the delight of his female followers, but they were disappointed when Madison and G grew closer. Many of Madison's followers complained that all the straight men in Atlanta were taken. T.S. Madison has dated other men over the years, but there was usually a monetary transaction involved. Okay. Um, Madison's humble beginnings included making PORN videos and performing unsavory side gigs. Madison went viral on the Vine before hosting his own web series with rapper Kia. After they fell out, Madison hosted his own web series. They keep calling him a him, but I think her pronoun is she, her, or whatever. Maddie currently hosts a segment called PHAG Talk on Maddie in the morning alongside, yes, that's his name, co-host Craig, the writer. I just said he writes books. I forgot his name was Craig. Stewart is an author, playwright, and entrepreneur. He's written and self published 4 books about his life as a black gay man, according to Gay Magazine. Stewart is also the creator, writer, executive producer, and director of Telling Our Stories, a conversation with black queer men and women. Okay. Well, TS is off the market, y'all. Anybody upset about that? Okay. Congratulations to TS. Happy for her. Happy for her. That should be interesting. That should be an interesting. I might have to tune into her talk show now that she's engaged and see how her conversation goes. She's usually kind of messy. But now that she got a man, let's see how she acts. So let's see who else we want to talk about. Blaque Chyna. Blaque Chyna. Girl. So next I want to talk about Miss Chyna. Miss Blaque Chyna. So Blaque Chyna unleashed a violent ambush on her ex-boyfriend while he was sleeping in their home, leaving his face a swollen and bloody mess, at least according to the new lawsuit, which also references Rob Kardashian's previous claims against her. The reality TV star is being sued by her ex, Twin Hector, who claims she would often physically beat him up during their nearly 3-year relationship when they were living together in Los Angeles. In the docs obtained by TMZ, Twin claims Chyna beat him up, reached its peak, would beat him up, um, beat him, reached it. I don't know how to put ABUSE, reached its peak in September 2021 when he violently attacked him while he was sleeping in their bed. He claims she rained down blows on his face with her closed fists, elbows, and knees. And he says she pinned his arms down with her body weight so he was unable to defend back. How big is China? And how big is he? Because China is a little dainty thing. I know she got a big butt, but that's about it. I mean, that don't make sense. Okay, let me read on. Twin says the alleged attack left him with severe injuries, including gashes to his face and a swollen shut eye. He included a gruesome pic in the suit. After the attack, he claims China called her personal physician to the home to treat him, and she still had his blood on her hands when the physician arrived. Twin claims Blaque China was often, treated him badly during the relationship, claiming it would usually happen when she was drinking or using drugs. And he says she would often try to strangle him and use household objects as weapons, including wires, furniture, cell phones, and kitchen utensils. Robert is also referenced in the suit. He says Rob and other Kardashians testified in court that Blaque China has a propensity for verbal ABUSE and extreme physical violence towards her domestic partners and others, primarily when she's consumed alcohol. As reported, Rob testified in April 2022 that Blaque China beat him at least 5 times during their relationship, alleging that she strangled him with a phone cord while she was doing the cocoa and drinking. Rob also testified she held a pow pow to his head. In the docs, Twin says Blaque China believes she can verbally assassinate and physically attack men without repercussion, and he's suing for more than $10 million in damages. Wow. Twins attorney Kurt Edward Schnick tells TMZ, it is a shocking experience for any man to go through being attacked by a female aggressor in domestic violence context and knowing they cannot fight back or even defend themselves for fear of being mislabeled falsely the de facto aggressor. Every day in America, men suffer what are often brutal injuries, but many lack the courage to come forward and protect their legal rights. He adds, our client is willing to stand up and seek protection under California domestic Violence Protection Act, which applies to all genders. He hopes other non female victims of DV crime will feel free to do the same. So, looks like Tokyo Tony responds to this lawsuit. Hector, don't tell no motherfucking lies. I beat your mother. Hector, don't tell no motherfucking lies, bitch. I beat your motherfucking ass like a I said I was. I said I was coming to LA and whoop your motherfucking ass for playing games with me and my motherfucking daughter. So now you want to play games and say, she did that to you? This short, this little, did that to you? No, I came there and I beat your fucking ass. Go tell him that. Go tell him that. Talk about some you was motherfucking. Nigga, no, you went to motherfucking after I finished your motherfucking ass like that, nigga. Now try it again, and I'll do your motherfucking bitch. Do your motherfucking ass the same motherfucking way again, ho. That's like you know. I'm gonna say I don't believe that Blaque Chyna did that to him. Maybe that was just his way of getting back because Tokyo Tony ain't got no money. So I'm gonna go after the daughter. I don't believe she did it. I wasn't there though, but yeah, that don't even make sense. I Because I wanted to say, okay, so even if she was, under the influence or she was drinking alcohol, did she turn into Tokyo Tony? No, Tokyo Tony said it was me that did it, not her. And she said not do it again. She said stop lying. I believe that story more so than that because Blaque Chyna don't it doesn't seem like her character, but you don't know people. I don't know her from a can of paint, obviously, but what she portrays does not come across as a fighter. She's too pretty, you know, uppity, snooty to be fighting on some man. But I don't know. Rob evidently claimed the same thing, so it's a possibility that maybe she gets a little wild and maybe she turns into her mother. Maybe she's a little mini me or little mini Tonio Tony. I keep on wanting to call her Tonio. Maybe she's a little mini Tokyo Tony. That's a possibility. Like mama, daughter like mama. And let's see who else we talking about. Let's talk about Naomi Campbell. Hey Naomi. Y'all, Naomi up here spending the people money. She's supposed to be collecting for a charity and she's spending the people's money. What's wrong with her? How's she gonna be just spending up the people's money like that? Well, according to the Jasmine brand, Naomi Campbell is banned from being a trustee from fashion charity, allegedly spent funds on luxury hotels, spas, cigarettes, and security. They say Naomi Campbell has been booted as a trustee for a fashion organization as she accused of financial misconduct. The veteran supermodel was outed after the Charity Commission investigation uncovered evidence that Fashion for Relief only donated a small portion of the money it raised at celebrity events. Instead, it spent thousands on luxury hotels, rooms, spa treatments, cigarettes, and personal security for Campbell, according to The Guardian. One of her trustees also allegedly received six figures. The Charity Commission Assistant Director for Specialist Investigation and Standards, Tim Hopkins, said trustees are legally required to make decisions that are in their charity's best interest and to comply with all the legal duties and responsibilities. Our inquiry has found that the trustees of this charity failed to do so, which has resulted in our action to disqualify them. He added, this inquiry and the work of the interim managers was appointed to run the charity in place of the trustees has resulted in the recovery of 344,000 pounds and protection of a further 98,000 pounds charitable funds. I am pleased that the inquiry has seen donations made to other charities which this charity has previously supported. They say Campbell has been banned for serving as a trustee for 5 years. So she was supposed to be collecting the money, and the money that they collected, they had to ultimately pay for her security, pay for her spas and so forth. They were pampering her with the money that they collected for charity, but then would only give a small portion over to the charity. So what you collecting money for, Naomi? Get out of here. Get out of here. Interesting. These celebrities, I swear, they when it comes to a dollar, they always got to keep up with the Joneses. They got to keep up and trying to give you this persona like they still doing it. When the last time Naomi walked a what you call it, a catwalk? When the last time she's done that? I'm not saying she don't have no money. I'm not saying she don't have no investments or whatever, but obviously she been living off of other people's money. That's how they stay rich. Living off of other people's money. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. And oh well, Naomi, you've been banned for five. Shout out to Ike Turner. Five. Banned for 5 years. And to talk about Blaque Chyna, I really am still like amazed about why they think that that little girl and Rob was a big boy then. You mean to tell me that she beat up Rob when he was a big chubby? I mean, I guess he's still a chubby boy, but he was chubby when she was with him. He wasn't small. And how did she manage to beat you up not once, twice, three times, four, or five? First of all, she wouldn't have got past two. You know, sometimes you be like little days, like, okay, I can't believe it just happened. I give you two. Like, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. After that, it ain't no more times. It ain't gonna be three, four, five times that you hitting on me. I don't care who you are. No. Mm-mm. Man, woman, what have you. No. Mm-mm. Not doing it. Not doing it. I swear, these people these days. Y'all, leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about any of the topics that we discussed. We talked about T.S. Madison, how she is off the market. We talked about Blaque Chyna and her rough 'em up style. And we talked about the thieving, allegedly, Naomi Campbell. Everyone be blessed. Peace.